Hello everyone, I am Kagon, and here in front of me is a interesting game, AlterEgo, originally a homebrew title for the SNES and MSX, has now been ported to Linux and PC. And now that it's on the PC, I can showcase it to you all to hopefully get your interest and consider, or make you consider playing it, because it's a really fun, underappreciated title, and you should give Retro Soul some love. So, the game is actually pretty simple. You just walk around and collect these little collectibles called pixels. Cool title for collectible. And you swap with the outline, which is your alter ego. That's most of the game. There is some timing and some challenge to it. Not like hair pulling to the point where it's like, oh my gosh, I gotta get a ball and throw it through a portal while a laser shoots out and the ball blocks said laser. No, it's nothing like crazy. It's just simple. You need to conserve the amount of swaps you use in each part of a section of a level, because you may have solved one part of the level, but you've used all your swaps, so now you've got no swaps left to solve the stage overall. And as the game goes on, new bits. Oh, I already used a swap. I already fucked up. New bits and mechanics are introduced. Oh, I'm stupid. I was like, why can't I go down this ladder? I don't even. And I should not risk this. Well, one thing you're gonna notice as the game goes on is the music. The music is probably one of the best I've heard in a while. It's right next to Dust Force. I loved the soundtrack on Dust Force. This is a nice little chiptune soundtrack that stays in your head for a while. Like, you're gonna be whistling along with this as you play the game. And here we go. This is a good example. This is probably the best song in the game. Right here. So as you can see, I'm like blazing through these. That's because I have played these a few times. On your first run, probably gonna like sit down and like slowly go through each level. This is probably my third time going through this for recording's sake, so I don't fuck up. But these do, on your first run, like, have a bit of thought. Like right here, I could easily walk out, but I need to wait to get on the right side of the skull. I almost walked into that. The right side of the skull, because only your alter ego can pick up the blue ones, and you can only pick up the pink ones. By the way, you can switch in midair. And this becomes apparent as the next few levels are basically a highlight of this mechanic. We're gonna go through one or two more levels, and then we're gonna call it quits. Yeah, that's a good example right there of you need to have a good sense of timing, as well as a good sense of whatever, judgment, I don't know what to say here, words. Ah, here's a good one. See, I could walk all the way to the side and just get as close as I can to these things and wait for them to come up to me. And then I've basically ruined myself because I've only got one swap, and this platform underneath me will fall. So I'm gonna go right to grab this. I can't go left now. Not only that, how do I get across this skull to reach the ladder? I can't. Well, what I could try to do is I could wait it out for the skull to get over here. And then jump and run. This is something, I'm just getting away with this because my timing was good, but there are situations where one mess up and you're gonna have to start an entire level over. The levels dying doesn't ruin the flow too much. It just means you've got to collect all these pixels over again. The music doesn't stop. You're thrown immediately right back into the game, a click away. But there is some penalty to it. Like, oh, I messed up. Okay, I guess I won't try that next time. So it's a bit of trial and error, but it's not trial and error to the point where you're just dying, trying something. It's got a good sense of flow to it. And this is going to be the last level I show off before I quit. Because showing off too much of the game, I beat the level. It didn't count it. Okay, I think I'm done. Now, that is AlterEgo, everyone. The game is short, it's sweet. Retro Souls did a good job here. The music is great. It's visually appealing. It's free. That's honestly the phrase "it's free" was enough to get me to try it, and I am loving it. Right after this, I'm gonna keep playing it probably. There is a link to the download in the description. The game is currently only torrent. Like, you can only torrent it if you're on a PC. Not if you're on a Linux. It's straight download if you're on a Linux. But I don't own a Linux. I don't own one of those. So yeah, if you liked it, give Retro Souls a hit and tell them how much you appreciate the game, because I'm gonna look up the page right now. There are 2 comments about this game. 2 full comments, and in total, only like 3,000 people know this game exists. That's it. I'm gonna leave a link. Hopefully you've enjoyed this quick look. Hopefully you've gotten an interest in playing this game. If so, then my job here is done. I'm Kekon, signing off.